No, this is not a mirage. We are back. We are back with Mariah Carey. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Beth, if you are new here, and I like to talk about music. And today we are back with the elusive, we're back with Mariah Carey, okay? We are going to be listening to the 1993 album Music Box. This will be my third Mariah Carey reaction that I've posted to the channel. The ones I've covered obviously being Emancipation of Mimi and Caution, which I enjoyed both listens. I haven't listened to those a ton in the future here, but I will just say that I really enjoyed those listens, and there's certain songs that I have gone back to, and she has a very nice vibe. So I enjoyed just kind of sitting back, chilling, and listening to her music. And yeah, a lot of you guys seem to be Mariah Carey fans and want to see more reactions, so I'm down to do it if you are down to watch it. Anyway, the first track is called Dreamlover. It sounds really cute, very wholesome. We do have Hero on this album, which I've definitely heard. Did you ever know that you're my hero? I'm excited for the vocals on that one. A lot of kind of vague sounding song titles, which I've noticed she does a lot of, like Now That I Know, Without You, Just to Hold You Once Again, very vague. I don't know what to expect. But the first track is called Dreamlover. It sounds cute, so let's listen to it. I've been in a really good mood lately. How are you guys doing? Let me know. Let's get it. Mariah Carey. I feel like I have to announce her, Mariah Carey, ladies and gentlemen. And it sounds like a music box. That's so cute. But it really does. Starting off with a whistle note. Very bold, Brosm. Is this gonna be the vibe? Don't we all? She's taking me away with these vocals. No one is surprised. Won't you please come around, 'cause I wanna share forever with you, babe. She's definitely winking while recording this. She's in the booth I just feel good, I just feel good when I listen to it. Nope, that's a no-no. It is really dreamy. She's a romantic. Melodies are so good. Oh. That's heaven. That's what heaven sounds like. The gates are open. Endless note. Come around, 'cause I wanna share forever with you, baby. Just kidding, but okay, that was such a dreamy way to open the album. Not only lyrically being I just want someone who holds me tight. I just want someone who will cuddle me through the night. But also sonically. I felt like I was in the clouds of heaven. Her vocals were enveloping me in a giant hug. Sustains the notes like no other. I don't listen to a lot of music that has like this many sustained notes where every line is kind of, drawn out. The closest thing I probably listen to is Lana Del Rey, just in the sense that she also has like very long lines where she sings everything in a drawn out manner. But with that being said, Lana like doesn't do, the whistle notes and like the crazy runs and stuff that Mariah does. But it's different, than anything else that I listen to with all these notes. And it's just a vocal masterpiece every single time. And I just love the vibes. I really did. I felt like she was hugging me and being like, hey girl, like it's gonna be okay. I don't know. I just felt very like warm inside while listening to that song. It gave me all the good vibes. And it did sound very 90s, but it honestly also sounded fresh. Like I wouldn't immediately say it sounded outdated, kind of like I felt Portrait was outdated. This song, it felt like a good mix of like, yeah, I'm hearing the doo-doo-doos that remind me of the 90s, but I'm also hearing something that's fresh and that's gonna stand the course of time. And I think that's down to her vocal delivery, being very fresh and just being very timeless, right? I don't know. Okay, the next one is called Hero. This is a classic. There's a hero in all of us. Or not. Little piano in the background. Wholesome. And then a hero comes along. Okay, it's not the song that I thought it was. What song was I thinking of? It's a long road. Gorgeous build. Oh my gosh, I need to like fully register that. It's a long road. Composition. Okay, I don't know why, but I thought that Wind Beneath My Wings by Bette Midler was called Hero, and I thought it was potentially this song. This is a different song. It's so soft, right? Like there's just a softness to it. It's warm, it's enveloping, it just feels like a hug. It's uplifting. And you can survive. It's just a perfect song. Like, be strong. It's growing in its grandness. It's making you really feel like, yeah, I am a hero. You'll find the way. With the strength to carry on. And you can survive. Okay, I literally listened to that part of the song and then my camera battery immediately died. I had to get up and go change the battery. So now I have to like enter back into that atmosphere. Every ballad needs a moment like that. Oh my gosh, that was like better than I ever could have imagined it or remembered it. Truly feels like such a timeless, perfect masterpiece of a song. Like nothing about it felt outdated. Not that there's anything wrong with 90s music, but it's like, I don't want to feel like I'm listening to something that lived and died in the 90s. I want to feel like I'm listening to something timeless. And that just felt like just one of those classic songs that could live on forever and ever. Very empowering, very uplifting without being too cheesy. Like, I don't know what it is, but like sometimes a song like that, which has lyrics like, you can do anything, like there's a hero in you, would kind of make me cringe. But something about that song, it didn't feel cringy at all. And I just felt like, thank you, Mariah Carey, for giving me hope to live another day. The next one is called Anytime You Need a Friend. Okay, she's healing me today. Let her do her thing. understated, you know? It's much more like tame than what I would consider the Emancipation of Mimi or even Caution. Like, this is a bit more like tame and kind of just nice, vibey songs that it does kind of feel like I'm inside a music box.
If you're lonely and need a friend,
call me.
Just remember to keep the faith, and love will be there to light the way.
Whoa. The church. Just when I said it was like so chill. That's gorgeous. Why am I crying? Like,
when the shadows are closing in,
they do be closing in.
you're not alone.
You're never alone.
Love will be there, yeah, to guide you home.
The vocals. I'm in church.
Even if you're miles away, don't you ever be lonely. If you just believe in me, I will love you endlessly. Oh, I'll be there forever, baby. I won't let go. I'll never let go. Don't worry, don't fear. Yeah, I'm with you wherever you are. So don't you ever be lonely. It's alright.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you know it's alright. Don't you ever be lonely. It's alright.
Okay. She said, I'm not done with the whistle notes. The vocals just get more and more powerful throughout that song. They just soared more and more. Yeah. It was so pretty. It was so pretty. I'm gonna cry. If it was like 5 minutes and I was genuinely like, let's keep this going for like an hour. The choral elements were beautiful. I like how it was like, it was just kind of a little bit of the song until the end when that layering came in and it was like all of it all together. I thought that was so impactful. Such a beautiful build. I mean, it was just perfect. I have nothing to say that's negative. Like, I just thought it was so pretty and inviting, and it just made me feel good. It just made me feel so warm and fuzzy inside, this whole freaking album. Okay. The next one's called Music Box. It's the title track. A ballerina emerging from a music box. What? So breathless and breathtaking and so, yes.
When I am lost.
It always starts with like the saddest lyric of all time. Like, when I'm lost, when my soul is diminished, when I'm in the depths of, you know, the darkest pit. And then it's like, I'll find a light. Like, but there's a hero inside me, and it's encouraging you to keep the faith through these trials and tribulations. It's just so funny because I'm like smiling, and she's like, when I'm despairing and having the worst time imaginable, and I'm just like,
And take me through the loneliness. Somehow I survive through it all. When you tell me I'm the only one you need, and your love breaks away the clouds surrounding me. All I have, I wanna give to thee. Oh, baby.
I'm seeing stars. Like,
Your love is strong enough to lift me up. Oh, baby. You chase away my fears and take me to a brighter place.
again, it's like the lyrics are very simplistic. Like, they're very straightforward, but it makes me feel good.
Through it all, and you tell me I'm the only one you need. Sweet and tenderly, and your love, all I have, I wanna give to thee.
Oh, it's just so soft. Enchanting. It's very charming. I feel like I'm being lifted to another beyond.
And emptiness through it all.
Ow, my face hurts from smiling.
I'm the only one you need. Just breaks away the clouds surrounding me.
Your love breaks through all my barriers.
Baby, I wanna give you all of my love. My love.
Ooh. Great commentary in this video.
To thee.
That little garnish to finish it off. I'm cheesing. I genuinely feel like part of my consciousness was not fully activated during that song. Like I have nothing to say. It was so nice to listen to, and it just made me happy. It made me smile. It made me very happy. Lord Jesus. She does something to me. She puts me under the Mariah chemical trance thing. Woo! Yeah. Doo-doo-doos, they're back. This is a little different, a little funky, a little upbeat.
Now that I know that you want me for me, I can be what you want. Now that I know that your love is for real, I can finally see love make believe. But I was just a diversion, and you were killing some time. You said you'd never, ever, ever be mine, but you gave me your love and said I'm the one you want for the rest of your life.
Every single song starts with like, I was in a dark place, or like, I thought I was just a distraction for you, you didn't love me. And then by the midpoint of the song, we're like, everything's great, everything's perfect, like, I actually was the one, you actually do love me. I actually was able to overcome my biggest fears. It's so funny. It's all about overcoming.
You want me for me, I can be what you want, I can be what you need. Now that I know that your love is for real,
Those backing vocals, very deep. It's like funky, groovy beat in the background.
It was all a masquerade, and that I was only a plaything.
Some deep, like, threads in here, though. Like, I thought this was all a masquerade, all a play. But now I'm secure in our love.
And I know you're the one I want for the rest of my life.
We'll be bopping to this at my wedding. My non-existent wedding.
Now that I know
Lots of layers to this one. One of the more, you know, complex songs, I would say. Harmonies, get it. Is that a saxophone? I love that. I really feel it. I really feel it. I really feel it. Gosh, I have no notes, like, at all for this album so far. I've liked every single song. In the grand scheme of things, that was probably my least favorite so far. If I had to make something my least favorite, it would be that one. I think just because I'm used to the vibe of this album so far being a bit softer, a bit more like, still moving but stripped back, and that one was like very upbeat and funky and just kind of took me for a little bit of a ride. But I really enjoyed it. I love the layering toward the end, the different vocals, different harmonies. I loved it. Okay, the next one is Never Forget You. I feel like I'm literally living inside a music box for this. I don't know if anyone else gets that energy.
I won't see your smile, and I won't hear you laugh anymore. Can't say I love you, but I really need you to know. Oh baby, no, I'll never forget you. I'll never let you out of my heart. I'll hold on to the memories, baby.
You'll always be a part of me.
Can you hear me wherever you may be tonight?
It's the little details and the layering for me that always stand out about her music.
I need you to be by my side, 'cause I love you. What didn't I just tell you? God knows I need you to know. I'll never forget you. Always be here. And I'll hold on to the memories, baby.
Come through.
Someday, in another time, right now your love, you just vanished away. But I'll never leave you behind. I'll never forget you.
Oh my gosh. All these songs, by the end, I'm just soaring to infinity and beyond.
And on forever. No, no, no. I'll never.
I don't have a lot to say about that one. It was another one. It wasn't my favorite so far, but I thought the little details in the background, production were really cool and kind of stood out to me a lot. As far as everything else, like, it just didn't stand out to me quite as much as the previous songs, but I thought it was still a nice song, and, I don't have any issues with it. But yeah, I feel like with Mariah's music, it's just all about the vibes, and right now I'm just in the vibe. The next one is called Without You.
No, I can't forget this evening or your face as you were leaving, but I guess that's just the way the story goes.
Okay, tell me the story, storytelling queen.
Now, but in your eyes, your sorrow shows.
I love this, just her piano and her vocals.
No, I can't forget tomorrow when I think of all my sorrow. And now it's only fair that I should let you know what you should know. Can't live if living is without you.
Oh, I didn't know this was by her.
I can't give anymore. Can't live if living is without you. I can't give anymore. Well, I can't forget this evening or your face as you were leaving.
The vocals are
That's just the way
somehow even better than the rest of the songs on the album. I don't know how.
you always smile, but in your eyes, your sorrow shows.
There's something even more like clear about the vocals in this song. I don't know if I'm just making that up, but like I feel like the vocals on this album have been really soft in the other songs, and with this one they're just coming through a bit more. Really crisp, really clear. Maybe it's just that the production is a bit stripped back more, I don't know, but oh my gosh. And a bit echoey too. Oh, it's just gorgeous.
As it shows.
Oh my god. What? What even is that?
I can't live.
It like cuts through with how clear it is. Maybe it's produced more. This is the best thing I've ever heard. Drums, chorus. Genuine question. Does Mariah Carey just make perfect albums and perfect songs? The vocals in that song set a light to my cold, dead heart. Oh my gosh, Mariah Carey. I just don't even know what to say. Like, I have no words. The storytelling, too, I really liked in that song. Again, it was, like, simplistic, like, very straightforward. You can follow it easily. More stripped back, but oh my gosh, it's still built in, like, the most beautiful freaking way. And every time that chorus hit, it was, like, a punch of dopamine in my face. I don't know what to say other than that. The next one is called Just to Hold You Once Again. She continues to alter my brain chemistry.
Do you know how it feels lying here without you, baby?
Maybe a continuation of the last song.
Nothing's real. I just dream about you, baby, and forever
So dreamy.
wonder why you had to break free.
She'll just go down to those low notes.
You're not my lover, even though you're not my friend.
My friend.
Oh, baby, I would give my all to have you here.
It just makes me happy.
Just to hold you once again. It's so hard in my heart, doesn't feel. It's so very cold inside me. Just a shadow of someone that I you still be.
Great.
Even though you're not.
Her music is a drug, I swear to God. I'm fully sober right now. I've never even been on drugs, but I feel like I'm on drugs.
No, 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 my all to have you here, just to hold you once again.
Just out of reach.
Only one that I allow inside my heart. Now I'm just holding on to something so far gone away.
She'll just go up to the stratospheric vocals out of nowhere.
Even though you're not my love, baby. Oh, no, 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 no. I would give my all to have you here, just to hold you once again.
It's just beautiful. Mariah.
Just to hold you once
Oh my gosh. There's only so many ways I can say something is a perfect song. But I just think every song on this album has been perfect so far. Like, I don't have any issues. I just don't even know what to say. Like, there's just nothing to say because it's perfect. The next one is called I've Been Thinking About You. I've been thinking about you.
wondering who's stuck in your head at night.
Let's go.
Do, 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 do.
Constant doo-doo to-doos. Freestyle.
We've known each other for a long, long time, but I never really noticed all the magic in your eyes. I've been a
Punch me.
been a friend to me, but now I'm wanting more. Must have been so long. I never realized. Go around and round in circles, and I don't know what to do, 'cause baby, I've been thinking about you. Oh yeah, in the most peculiar way. I've been
Peculiar. That's a word I wouldn't expect to be in a song.
But suddenly I think I'm falling in love with you. There's no explaining how I feel inside. I'm going through.
I love those punches in the production where she just hits me with it. I wish those were more constant throughout the song because I feel like I'm waiting for those moments and they feel so few and far between. I'll show you where I think a punch would go really well.
There's no explaining how I feel inside. I'm going through a transformation.
It would go so hard.
Revelation finally opened up my eyes. The one I spent.
That's me right now.
So very out of touch, and it's all because of you, sweet baby.
Sweet baby.
It's unbelievable. Suddenly I think I'm falling. Don't you know that you're blowing my mind? What you do to me, I can't describe. I just can't conceal it. You're the one I really
In the most peculiar way. She'll just randomly go down to these much deeper vocals. It's really cool. I do love those moments.
Can't think about you. I've been thinking about you. All about you. To me, suddenly I think I'm falling apart. I've been thinking
one. It wasn't my favorite so far. Like, it didn't draw me in quite as much as the other tracks, but I did really like the chorus. Yeah, it was really pretty, really upbeat. Once again, kind of a different vibe. Yeah, it was fine. Not my favorite. The next one is called All I've Ever Wanted. I'm about to fall asleep.
I feel for you, I'd be in heaven. 'Cause all I've ever wanted is you.
This is just a dreamscape soundscape. Like, she may not be in heaven, but I'm in heaven.
All I've ever wanted is you.
At this point in the album, I'm feeling a bit like, okay, you know, maybe the album could have ended with Just to Hold You Once Again. I don't know. These last couple tracks, I don't know. I just haven't been as into them, and I've kind of felt like the sound and the lyrics are kind of getting repetitive. Like, we've kind of already covered this whole soundscape. It's a gorgeous soundscape. I've loved the soundscape of the album, but, you know, do we need this? You know, these last couple tracks. Lyrically, we're kind of covering the same kind of concept, so I don't know.
If you were my own to caress and hold, 'cause I live and breathe for you. Everything I do is for you, and you are every part of me.
Wow.
And I don't want to face another day without your love.
That note is the reason I love Mariah.
And you alone, and I love you so, more than you could ever know. All I've ever wanted is you.
By the second half of that song, I was more into it. You know, with that gorgeous build, those gorgeous notes that were literally just insane. Yeah, I loved that section of the song. I just felt like the first half, I'm like, okay, like, we've kind of gotten this vibe already. This lyrical message seems to be the main one on the album. Is it getting repetitive? Am I just being picky? I don't think I'm being picky, because I think it's been a really strong album so far for me, and I haven't really had anything negative to say about it. You know, sonically getting a bit repetitive as well. Every song has a very similar structure, which there's nothing wrong with, but it's a bit repetitive for me, I think. The next one, or the last one, is called Everything Fades Away. It's like her voice made to sound like an instrument in the background, I think.
Baby, don't tell me you miss me, you love me.
Lower register, gorgeous.
You can't forget me, 'cause I've heard it all before. Just turn away. Fade away. Don't you know love is gone? It's too late.
Oh, she's following the scale.
Fades away. Nothing ever stays the same. Don't tell me you're sorry. You hurt me.
The layering of the vocals is insane.
How many times can I give in?
So breathy and beautiful.
Oh, don't beg for mercy. I can't take any more. Just turn around.
I take everything I said back about this being overly long.
Baby, I don't love you like before. Let it fade away. It's too late. Oh, everything fades away.
Again, smiling through a sad lyric. Hello, sir. May I ask your name? Give me the choral. Oh my.
Nothing ever stays the same, babe. Nothing ever stays the same.
Come through. Okay, closing track. I submit to you.
Let's go, babe. It's too late. Everything fades away.
Some of the most beautiful layering I've ever heard. Oh my gosh. Get out. What the hell? Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, mercy. Oh my gosh. I'm about to fall asleep. Good night, world. Only fans. I am in an alternate universe. Oh my god, that's how you end an album. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love the little fading vocals that were like, you miss me, you love me. It's quiet now. The album ended and now I'm sitting in quiet. It does feel very jarring because that album was so dreamy. It was so beautiful. It was so atmospheric. I was literally up in the clouds, like soaring to the stratosphere. I mean, the vocals were insane. It was very enveloping, very warm, like a little hug. I really did feel like I was in a music box or something, and she was just like completely transforming my brain chemistry with every note. Just the soundscape was beautiful. Yeah, I consider it to be a pretty perfect album, you know. Felt like it got a little repetitive toward the end of the album because a lot of the songs had the same exact structure, had the same exact kind of lyrical themes, and I was getting a little bit like, okay, you know, we've heard this a lot now on the album. Like, there weren't a ton of songs that kind of mixed it up and did something different. There were a couple that were a bit different from the rest of the vibe of the album, but I felt like kind of stayed in the same spot throughout the whole album, which I think worked very well for the most part, you know, because it was very vibey and it was very like, you don't want to have all these jarring tracks that completely take you out of that vibe. It was so vibey. Like, I was literally dead to the world at points, just completely entranced by the vibe, which I really appreciated. And, you know, I don't think you want to have songs that are too jarring when that's the case. So I don't know, I guess just some food for thought, things were coming to mind when I listened, but really, really beautiful. I mean, it had some classic songs on it as well that I have heard before, like Without You and Hero, but plenty that I had never laid ears upon before, to my knowledge. So it was really cool. I'm so glad I was able to like get into this album and, you know, really connect with it after I've had a couple Mariah albums that I just can't get into for the life of me. And so this is not me saying I'm going to cover every single album she's ever done on the channel, but whenever I feel inspired to do an album from her, I just might, you know, I might do more albums from her, I might not. It all just depends how it goes, but really, really glad that I was able to get into this and enjoy it as much as I did. You know, with Mariah albums, I feel like I don't really go back to them a whole ton, But like when I do listen to them and sit down and film a reaction, like it's always just such a good experience for the most part. You know, obviously aside from those couple that I couldn't get into, but for the most part, it's always just such an enchanting experience. I couldn't even tell you what my favorites were. I think the stronger tracks sort of lived on the first half of the album, but that's basically any album. But like I love the closing track as well, so I don't know. Definitely some strong ones on the second half as well though. So I don't know. I don't even know if people like this album, if it's a fan favorite, if it's not, but I would say I liked it. I think I liked it more than Caution, which I really liked Caution, but I think I enjoyed this even more. I might have enjoyed it even more than The Emancipation of Mimi, if I'm being real. I think I did enjoy this the most so far. It just got so enveloped in the vibe, and it was such a magical soundscape and very cohesive. You know, I did appreciate the cohesiveness of it, even if it was a bit like, okay, this is getting repetitive. I still appreciated that it was so cohesive. So I'm just being nitpicky. Like I really liked the album, and I have more good things to say about it than bad. But yeah, I do think it was the most enjoyable listening experience I've had with Mariah Carey album so far. So there you have it, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, I feel like whenever I do Mariah Carey albums, I don't talk as much, you know, I don't always have as much to say. It's mainly about the vibes, but I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Please like and subscribe if you want to support the channel, and I will see you guys very soon for the next video. Bye.